Hello, you're with Libby from libbystamps.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Thank you for watching my video today. I'm just going to bring you this quick little video on how to make these little treat holders. You could put some mini Tic Tacs or a chocolate or something in the back. If you can find a coffee sachet, that would be even better because it's a coffee cup. And I've used the framelits from the Coffee Cups and Framelits dies and the Coffee Cafe stamp set. Now they go together as a bundle at 10% off. You can buy them separately, but that's going to cost you more. So this is what comes as the bundle. Now what I've actually used today is the same Coffee Cups framelits and the Merry Cafe from the holiday catalogue. So also in the suite is this, what's it called, Coffee Break Designer Series paper, and it's one of the free ones that you can get once you've ordered 3 packs, any 3 packs of Designer Series paper. You can choose a 4th pack free. I haven't got beans showing. So you can choose a 4th pack free from a selected list, and the Coffee Break DSP happens to be on that selected list. I'm just trying to fan these out so you can have a look at all the wonderful papers in this suite. So you get 12 double-sided pieces of Designer Series paper of superb quality, and they are double-sided. Now I was with some friends on the weekend and we were card making, and a lot of them said a lot of the papers that you buy singly these days or even in packs are not double-sided. So Stampin' Up make sure all their papers are double-sided, and there's a lovely range in there. And as I said, it's on the free list once you've ordered 4 packs of Designer Series paper. The Coffee Break is on the list that you can choose to get for free. So we're going to, I'm just going to bring in my trimmer, and we're going to cut a piece of cardstock which is 2 3/4, so you only really need a scrap, by 2 1/4, so 2 3/4, which is 7 centimeters, by 5.8 centimeters or 2 1/4. And you've got a scrap left over for another project. All right, and then you're going to score at 3/4 inch. Now I got caught doing this before. 3/4 inch. Make sure it's straight. 3/4 inch and 1.5 inches. No, I've done that wrong. 3/4 inch and 2 inches, sorry. So 3/4 inch and 2 inches with the long side at the top. So that's 2 centimeters and 5 centimeters. Then you're going to turn it 90 degrees and you're going to score it at 3/4 inch. And 1.5 inches, or 2 centimeters and 3.8 centimeters. Right, so that's 3/4 inch and 1.5. I have all the measurements on my blog, and that's all you need your trimmer for. Then I'm going to bring in my snips, and we're just going to snip up on the short side. I'm just going to take a little V out, as I always do. So just snip up there, take a little bit out. Take the little bit out just so it sits better when it's all put together. Alright, then I bring in my bone folder and I'm just going to score all those lines, or burnish all those lines that we scored before. So give them a good rub so that they're nice and sharp. So that's what burnishing means, just giving it a good rub to make sure you've got nice sharp creases. And this time I'm just using glue dots. So I find for these little treat boxes, that's all we really need. Now, these two flaps here, I'm going to put a glue dot on each of them. And I want to make sure I have a definite, we want to make sure we've got a definite front and back. So I'm just going to fold this side, my right hand side, up to be the front, and I'm making sure the tops of my card are in line with each other. And then the back, I'm just going to put another couple of glue dots on here, one on each side. All right, another one there. Take it off and line it up. Oh, that one. All right, so that's the back of my box. This is the front, and I'm actually going to turn the back around so it faces me when I put my coffee cup on, which I've put somewhere safe. So I'm going to put my coffee cup on so that the back is actually stuck to the cup. Now, I wanted to show you a trick with the stamp. Now, sometimes when you stamp, you'll find that the stamp, because they're just an outline, they get a bit wobbly and out of shape. So a good trick with that is to put the framelit down. So in this case, the coffee cup outline. You don't need to do it with the other bits, but the coffee cup outline. So you put that down, and then you'll take your stamp and you'll fit it inside your framelit like this. And then you'll fit your block on the back, lift it up and peel off the framelit, and you'll find that when you go to stamp that and cut it out, it'll all be in line. Now, with the magic of video, I've already cut my coffee cup out and I've cut a lid. So with the lid, what I do is I just go across the top here with some liquid glue, just the top of my coffee cup, just like that. And I'm also going to put liquid glue on my sentiment, and then I'm going to just pop that lid either side. Now, both of these come from the Merry Cafe, but you've also got them in the Coffee Cafe. And the same with this, except what I've used is, and I'll show you what I did in a minute. So I just put liquid glue on that. And then I'm going to come in, I've already tied a bow in Soft Sky, and I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back of that and add that here. All right, and then on my box, keeping in mind this is the back of my box, and I know that because my joins come forward, I'm going to put some glue on the back of my box, and then I'm just going to adhere my coffee cup. Now what I do is I put it down till I think I've got it reasonably equal, and then I pop it down on my table and push and just hold. There's my other one I created earlier. So they're lovely little boxes. Now I'll show you the trick with the sentiment. All right, what I did was I popped cheers down, lined it up on my grid paper, and yes, this is from on stage last year, I think. Then I pop my Christmas down, pop them on the block. Now I stamp them in Pear Pizzazz. Alright, it's photopolymer stamp, but I'm not using a mat this time. Just give it some firm pressure and you should be right. And then what I did with the little berries, and hopefully I'll do it better this time, I put them on a little block and then I came in and just coloured the berries. Now they're sort of like a water wash berries, so they don't come out totally. Sort of an outline with a blank bit. Just make sure you've got them well coloured. And then I brought in my Pear Pizzazz and I just went over the stems. And it doesn't matter if you don't get all of it. And then I huffed and I brought it in, and this time I'm going to, sorry I can't see what I'm doing, come right in close and stamp down. Alright, that looks good. And then my framelit should fit around it better. So pop the framelit on, so we won't be missing quite so many berries, but we're still missing a few. Alright, so that's my little Christmas treat or coffee treat. Pop something in the back to give to a friend. It's a nice way just to package up something small. You might have it for an office colleague or a birthday or something. It doesn't have to be for Christmas, because there are lots of other sayings in here. Life happens, coffee helps, thanks a latte. And even in the Merry Cafe, there's the Witch's Brew one, Hello Fall, which is nice if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Love is Brewing, Partay, so it could be a cup of tea. Merry, Perk Up, all those. So a great suite with the Designer Series paper and the framelits. Don't forget about the paper sale, and if you live in Australia, I'd love you to shop with me. That's if you don't already have a demonstrator. So thank you for stopping by and spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find